What's good? What's good? What's going on, peeps? Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope everything's good wherever you are. Guys, you probably heard the breaking news. Had to do a video, had to talk about it. Canelo Alvarez looks like he's set to fight Gennady Golovkin in the trilogy. Big news, big news. And I think it's news that we should be talking about. It's news that we should be discussing. What's good, Joey? Juan Diaz, how's it going, brother? I hope you're all good. See you in the comments, spitting that truth as always, Joey. Appreciate it, bro. What's going on, Bobby? My man, Bobby from the Philippines. What's going on, brother? Hope you're good, Bobby. Um, yeah, man. Big news breaking. Canelo Alvarez will be fighting Gennady Golovkin. Charlie, what's going on, brother? I hope you're good. Yeah, I'm all good, man. All good. All good. And one ballers says Canelo gonna knock GG out 100%. Possibly. We'll have to wait and see. My man. Oh, my bunny's in the house. D Money, what's going on? D Money? D Money,
Yeah,
you
what's up, man? What's
all
going
good,
on? I had to
man.
turn off
All
the
good,
YouTube.
bro. All good, bro. You know what? We had a live stream yesterday. We were discussing, we were talking, and boom, today it drops that Canelo Alvarez tells the world that he will be opting to fight Gennady Golovkin in the trilogy. What did you make of it as soon as you heard it?
Um, I thought I wasn't surprised. I thought it was the right way to go for me. I
Mm,
thought after the Bivol loss at
mm,
175, I think Canelo needed something to get back up, you
mm,
know. And this is a good fight, you know what I'm
mm.
saying? It's a good fight. So
Are
yeah,
you impressed? Are you impressed though? Are you excited? Are you like, nah, man, it's not what I wanted him to fight Bivol again. Do you know what I mean? What how are you feeling right now?
I
As
mean, I'm
a fan?
not impressed. I'm not. I really didn't want to see him fight Bivol again because I just didn't think it was a good matchup. And
Mm,
if he did it at 175, I don't think he could beat Bivol at 175.
mm,
It'd be a lot with the weight. We were talking about the stamina,
mm,
right? And then if he did it at 168, like you were saying, he has so much to lose. Like
mm,
that could be a career-ending thing.
mm. Yeah, yeah, I'd have to agree. Um, you there, D Money?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm at work, so they be making these little announcements. But yeah, so
Yeah,
so I'm not too yeah, I don't know. I feel okay about it, and I think the Triple G, I think they really can play this one up. I think the zone's about to make a big payday with this Triple G Canelo fight.
do you think it was a case where it was out of Canelo's hands? In the sense that I think DAZN might have been, because you know what, DAZN thought Canelo would beat Bivol, and then they had that penciled in for him to fight him in September. But I actually think that DAZN were putting pressure on Canelo to take the Golovkin fight. Canelo probably had no choice because they need that fight. DAZN need that fight,
Right.
bro. They haven't got subscribers, man. They need that fight would be huge for them.
Right. Yeah. I definitely, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know if I would say that he didn't have, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Cause Canelo's Canelo at the end of the day. He can do what he wants. The
Yeah,
zone can't make him do anything. But I do think he probably had a lot of pressure from Eddie Hearn, like, hey,
yeah,
because like you said, if he fights Bivol, and let's just say hypothetically he would lose,
yeah.
again, like that's a killer. The Triple G fight kind of goes down once that happens. So, right. So
What's up? What's up, yo?
All good, Ken. What are you saying? How's it going? Ken, you there? Ken, you there? No,
what
he's
happened again? Yeah. So yeah, I definitely think Eddie Hearn was like, yeah, man, come on. Just come on, fight Triple G and Canelo. I think he's interested in that Triple G fight. So I know. How are you feeling about it? I know you're pretty excited about it, huh?
I'm mixed. Do you know what I mean?
Mixed.
Like, yeah, like I wouldn't like if he was to fight Benavidez, I'd probably be more excited just because I've got the hype around it uh the fact that everyone's saying hyping up Benavidez as this killer. So I like
Yeah.
fight that, but he was never going to be able to fight Benavidez because he's with DAZN for the next couple fights. So that's off the table, isn't it? Uh,
Mm.
so
That's
if
surprising though, because I know Triple G is your that's your boy. So I'm kind of surprised that you're not more excited because I know before the Bivol fight, you were really excited about the Triple G
I
fight.
was, but like he lost to Bivol. Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
So like I'm not like I feel like there's unfinished business. Do you know what I mean? I feel like he's got to fight Bivol. You know what I mean? That's the bigger fight now for him. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know, man. I like. I don't know. I just feel like Canelo's got nothing to gain from this Triple G fight, man. What's he got?
Mm,
He's got everything to lose here, big time. Imagine if Golovkin does him over.
that might be the end.
That's the end.
That's the end.
And then you imagine, right? Golovkin. People would say, "Yeah, I told you, Golovkin was better than Canelo. He beat him the first time. He
Right.
beat him the second time. Some might
Right.
say, and then just say he beats Canelo like a third time convincingly. That would be disastrous, man.
Disastrous. Yeah. That'd be a legacy killer right
That'd be
there.
a killer, man. I don't know what his legacy would be left.
Yeah. And then he beat him at 168.
Yeah, yeah, bloody hell. And he lose all his titles as well.
Man. But I don't think, what do you think, man? I don't think Canelo will, especially coming off of this Bivol loss. I feel like this fight, Canelo's about to come out right, man. He's about to be right for Triple G.
But I don't know, man. I feel like if Golovkin's at his best, I just think it's a hard fight. You know what I mean? If Golovkin's
Yeah.
Golovkin, he's always going to be hard. And I don't know, like, how's Canelo going to bounce back from this defeat? Remember, he's lost now.
Right.
How's his mental, like, where is he mentally?
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Like he's a competitor, and I feel like he's gonna be wanting to remind everybody who he is. Like you said, a lot of people not respecting his name now, like they were before. So he's really about to come out and try to get that respect back. And I'm starting to get excited about it now that we're talking about it because I feel like Triple G's thinking like, okay, this might be my last fight. This is everything on the line. I'm about to come out with everything I have, and Canelo's like, I ain't about to lose it. So
Hmm. Fair enough. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good one. I do. I think it's gonna be a good one. Let's see what these people in the comment section are
what they
saying.
saying?
What are they saying, man? He goes, "What you?" So Joey says, "What you feel about the rematch? I feel so good to to Canelo having more time to prepare for the Bivol rematch next year. What do you make of that? Because there is talk. He said he's gonna fight Golovkin, then fight Bivol after. Do you think it's good preparation or not?
Um, I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. I think Triple G is going to be a good test, a real good test. And I'd like to see Canelo mix in, because this is what he's not going to be able to do. Triple G is not going to run from him, right? Like Caleb Plant. So, Canelo's going to have to box for real against Triple G. And I don't know if he wants to just go into the, step into the phone booth and just trade with Triple G,
Mm.
because I think he has the power, but I know you disagree. I know you said Triple G has that granite chin.
Yeah, he does. He
So
does.
so I don't know how that's gonna go, but I would love to see Canelo really prepare for this, really get his boxing back to where it used to be.
Mm.
Not this walk down, I'm a monster type of style. I'm gonna just get you out, the body
Mm.
shots at the end. No, no, no. Get back to the boxing, get back to the Danny Jacobs Canelo and put that on display.
Mm.
Um against a good boxer like Triple G. So yeah, that would give me a lot more confidence. So yeah, I think it's good.
Mad Dog says people are gonna hate this Canelo GGG fight, but yet they called Benavidez a monster after he beat that guy GGG KO'd years ago. The hate for Canelo is different. What do you make of that?
Uh, I, Benavidez fighting Lemieux, wasn't that like a title eliminator? Like,
Yeah, yeah, I think something
yeah,
like that was.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, what are we gonna say? Like, oh, Benavidez, you're not fighting nobody. Like, he had to fight that man so he could become the mandatory. So it is what it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we good? It'll be good to see what Benavidez' next move is. Surely
Mhm.
fight. Um,
Yeah.
Charlie says GGG looked like a passed it fighter in his last fight. What do you think about it? Did he?
I know you about to get so mad. I know that comment rubs you the wrong way, for sure.
Yeah,
Nah, man, he
about
looked
that.
good. He looked good, man. He's not in his prime, man. He's 40 years old, but for a
Yeah,
40-year-old, he looked great, man.
yeah. He did. He stopped him in the end. Like
Yeah,
Golovkin always gets hit. I don't know why people are making out like he was getting hit. Golovkin always takes shots, don't he?
Right,
When have we ever seen Golovkin like? Didn't Kell Brook put hands on him?
right.
So like like I don't know what did Murata do that Kell Brook didn't do. You know
Yeah.
that was when Golovkin fought Kell Brook. Wasn't that prime Golovkin? Or
Hmm.
and he still like that's what Golovkin does. Really, I don't know why people are making so much about Murata. And Murata's a good fighter. He's a champ. He was a champion at middleweight. He wasn't a bum.
Right.
He could fight. So Canelo beats Bivol at 175 in the rematch. Can't write Canelo off, says Joey. I know you disagree with that, D Money.
Yeah, I mean it's possible, especially with the judges. I think it's definitely a possibility, but
Yeah,
I just don't like the matchup, honestly.
yeah. Stylistic
Honestly.
nightmare.
And what do you think? Because to me, Bivol didn't even fight Canelo like he fought Joe Smith. He kind of like was doing a little different stuff. Like he was inviting Canelo to come hit him, and he was just like, I'm gonna block it and then I'm gonna look to counter you. Instead of like, kind of like with Joe Smith, he was like, I'm staying out at range almost the whole fight and I'll kind of pick and pop you all night. What do you think?
Yeah, like he did what he had to do. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
He used his height, reach, got in and out. It was just good boxing, man. It was just good, smart boxing.
Right.
Stylistically, it's not a very good fight for Canelo. So Canelo, I don't know if he can beat him. It's a hard fight, hard fight.
Yeah, it's hard. And he's so much smaller. That's
Yeah,
the problem.
it's a big different, like a big problem, man. What's going on, Brendan? I hope you're good. He said GG should lose GG should lose very valiantly. So I guess he's saying he's going to put up a fight, but he's going to lose valiantly.
Do you
What?
think that's a 50-50 fight, Imran?
What? Canelo Golovkin?
Yeah.
No, I think you have to make Canelo favorite, really.
60-40 or
Yeah,
70-30?
40, yeah. 60,
Okay,
40. I
60-40.
don't think you make Golovkin a less than a 40% chance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's too dangerous, man. He's a very, very strong guy. You know what I mean? He's got a good chin. He's a good fighter. I'm not sure. It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. So AB is asking who's going to replace Khan for Asians, Imran. So I would say there's a couple of guys coming through. There's Adam Azim. There's that Hamza Shiraz. I don't know. It's hard to say at this particular point.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
don't really know. Like we don't really have many Asians at that kind of level. You know what I mean?
Right, right, right.
Really that good. So I don't know who's going to replace him. To be honest, there isn't anyone right now that's at that level yet for us to really say. It's difficult, man. Like he was the only one really. I don't really know any Indian, Pakistani, Asian type. But I don't know. I don't think there's
Yes.
apart from him world
It's a
champ.
little early. Yeah, it's a little early. But
Yeah,
look, Emma, before I go,
yeah,
just talking to you, man, I'm really excited for this, man. And really, when I first heard, him possibly fighting Triple G again, I was like, man, who wants to see that? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But after talking to you, because you big fan of Triple G, kind of explaining where Triple G could be coming from for this fight, like leaving it all on the table, like finally, if he can beat Canelo this time,
mm.
that will cement Triple G's legacy and validate him.
Yeah. You know what? I like Triple G. I do like Triple G. I feel for him, man. I feel like he's been hard done by. I feel like his legacy has been hurt. You know what I mean? And
Hmm. Hmm.
like over Canelo, which he should have got the first time, would have cemented his legacy as a
Right.
great fighter. You know what I mean? I think he's hurt as well. I think he's hurt as well.
Yeah.
Golovkin's hurting as well. You know what I mean? Because he feels like
Hmm.
impacted.
Yeah. So that's why I
And
think he's gonna leave it all on the table, man. And Canelo better come right. He better come right.
Golovkin's he's either gonna get laid out or he's gonna lay someone out. You know what I mean? He's gonna come with mentality, I think.
I feel it, man. Well, all right, man. I'm gonna go, but peace,
Uzi,
man. Thanks for going live, bro. It's love the channel.
man. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
Marky
All right.
Dan, what's going on?
What's good, man?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. How did you take this news, man? Canelo's chosen Golovkin instead of the rematch. What do you make of it?
I wasn't surprised because that was the plan anyway. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That was a plan because I think Bivol did throw a wrench in their plans, but I don't think he really wants the Bivol rematch. At least not right now.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hmm. So you don't think he'll fight Bivol again?
Maybe. I mean, let's see. Unless the only way I see him going back to 175 is if maybe Bivol either beats Zordo or if he beats Better Beef. And we know that Better Beef fight isn't happening because Bob Arum or was it Eddie Hearn said the fight's not happening. So I don't
Hmm.
know, but it's plenty of dudes for Canelo to fight at 168. So I don't see the point in moving up.
Hmm.
Literally,
Who do you
okay.
want to fight?
I mean, you got the Mexican monster. You got the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. You got him. You got Charlo. You got Andre, the dudes we've been calling for years. I mean, who else? Well, I
I
mean, that's pretty much it. But oh, you got David Morrell, bro. Like it's fights for him at 168. I mean, what's the point? Nobody was really like we wanted the better be fights, but like I, I don't think that takes anything away from his legacy if you don't fight those guys. If you don't fight those guys,
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of pressure on him now to fight Benavidez, ain't there? Like
yeah,
a lot of people are saying that, in order for him to be considered number one, he's got to fight Benavidez, man. A lot of people are saying that there's a lot of pressure on Canelo to fight Benavidez, but we know that the next couple of fights can't be Benavidez because he's got a contract with the Zone. You know what I mean? So
right.
gonna have to fight Golovkin and then probably have to fight somebody else of his own, then I think he should take that PBC offer, man. I think he's gonna fight Bivol again. I do. I think he's gonna. I think the third fight might be Bivol personally. I think he'll look to fight Bivol again, but that's a tough fight, man. That's a horrible fight for
I
Canelo.
mean, like he might as well. I to be honest, with you, I don't think after everything Canelo put his fans through, I don't think they're ever gonna leave him. So I mean, what does he lose from going up there? And even if he loses, what does he lose? I think he would just earn more respect.
Do you reckon?
Yeah,
See,
man.
when you're at that kind of level, right? Losing is not. It's like imagine if Mayweather had lost. It's not. It's not
Oh yeah.
good, man. It's not good, man. Like, these type of guys have like I don't know, but Canelo must be really hurting right now. You know what I mean? I know we're saying that, oh well, what does it really hurt him? Like, it don't really hurt him, but I reckon he's brought, man.
No, they said they caught him gambling and drinking all the way to 5 a.m.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, and weeks after the fight. So yeah, I don't know, man, but he got to get refocused.
Is that a sign of depression or is that a sign of him not caring? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because that could be sign of depression as well.
I think it's called what's it called, the laziness of luxury, where no matter what happens, I'm good. Like my he bought his mother a house.
Mm,
His kids are taken care of. No matter what happens, he's good.
mm.
And I really hope that he's not hit that point. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Cause people talk so much shit about Floyd, but Floyd was always ready. He was always in shape, no matter what.
He was very dedicated. You know what I mean? Very
Yeah,
dedicated. Now, man, I saw his exhibition and he looked good. He's 45.
yeah,
He's 45, man, and he looks sharp. You know what I mean? I was talking to I don't know who I was talking to on social media. I was like, how they were talking about a potential Khan fight like in an exhibition. And I
right.
think what Floyd at 45 would batter Khan, right? At
I
30.
think so too.
Yeah, I know. I think if they were to have an actual fight, a 12-round fight, I think he like the way Khan looked against Brook, I think he would destroy him at this point. Even though Floyd's 45, I think Floyd look. I reckon he could beat some top fighters. Not like top like top five welterweights or nothing.
I think he could beat Keith Thurman right now.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'd agree. I'd go. I'd agree with you there. Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
beat Thurman. Yeah, the way he looked, he still looks good. I think he beats Thurman. Yeah, Thurman's a bit
Yeah.
washed now. You know what I mean? He's finished. I think personally.
Yeah, I think Thurman right now he's looking for his exit. He's looking for
Yeah.
the biggest payday, whether that's with Tank or whether that's with Boots. I mean, either one. I think
You think Tank would beat Thurman?
I don't know, man, because Thurman, he came in at 145 for his last fight. That was the best shape I've ever seen him in.
No way.
And
That was he tight. You know, that's
yeah, he looked cut and shredded. Like he came in shape, and he still didn't look. I mean, maybe it's the layoff, but still, man, like I don't know, man. I just think like I mean, his weakness is out there now. He's vulnerable to the body.
yeah, yeah.
Like I think I don't have a doubt in my mind. Boots would fold him in half.
Oh yeah, that Boots would fold most of them in half. To be honest with you, um, I
Yeah,
you already know my thoughts on Ennis. You know, but I don't think Thurman would fight Boots Ennis. I think that's a 4 or 5 round job, maybe less than that. To be honest, I think Boots destroy him. I don't think that's a fight.
exactly.
I don't even think that's much of a like. I don't even think that's a great fight at this point. To be honest, I think Ennis would batter him. To be brutally honest, I don't know. I just think that Ennis looks so strong. He looks so good. He's very skilled, fighting both stances. Yeah, I think he would. I think he would do some serious damage to Thurman.
Hey, hey, listen, man. I rock with Conor Ben because he's Jamaican, but
Right.
I don't know about Conor Ben and Jaron Ennis, man. I don't know.
No,
I
no,
don't think
not the same.
no.
It's not the same
What'd you
wave.
say?
They're not on the same wavelength. You know, one's just so much better than the other.
Not only
Like,
that, Boots is a gym rat. Like he is single focused.
yeah, but he's
Like
just more talented than Ben. You know what I mean? Like they're not on
yeah,
the like he's just on a different kind of like that. Like with Ennis, it's just he's special. You know what I mean?
like
I don't look at him the same. I don't look. You know, I just feel like Ennis
right.
would batter him. Do you know what I mean? That's just my opinion.
I think it would be a great fight, but I think he would get Ben out of there. I still think it would
Yeah.
be a great fight. Like Ben, when I watch Boots Ennis, he reminds me of a young pretty boy, just in terms of his how gifted he is.
Mm,
There's only been like a handful of fighters who's ever been that gifted in terms of their reflexes, their speed, and when they step in the ring, they they just look comfortable, like they're going for a jog.
mm,
Like he reminds me of Floyd so much.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. He's he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. Ennis, I really rate him. I do. Do a lot to be honest. So yeah, coming back to this news.
Oh, Triple
Are you
G.
excited about it? Are you excited about it?
Um, nah, not really. But
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Triple G, like what I'm saying, maybe like he could have his last gasp against Canelo, where
Mm-hmm.
he just brings it all out. Where he's so motivated, he just brings it all out, and maybe he stops Canelo because we
Mm.
know he's not winning a decision. So,
Yeah.
so he's gonna have to knock him out.
Yeah. He's gonna have to take him out. Do you know what I mean? But you think he's gonna throw caution to the wind? It's either you or me. So like he'll just come out swinging. Like yeah, it's either me or you today. You know. I'm not letting this
I
go.
don't think I think he's gonna come for war, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think he's gonna go in there like reckless. But
Yeah.
I think he understands he needs to knock this motherfucker out because
Mm,
he's not winning a decision. He
mm.
knows he's not winning a decision.
He's angry as well. You know what I mean? He feels like his legacy has been hurt. You know, by by Canelo. He wants to do serious damage. Golovkin wants to do serious damage. Let's be real. He wants
Man,
out. He wants to take him out.
that's one of the reasons. I really I don't want to say I dislike Canelo, but it's like I think he should have went with the trilogy like at least a year after the second fight. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Like why wait? Why wait? How many years has been? 2, 3 years for or
no,
4 years for the
longer
third fight.
longer than that. It's 4 years.
It's 4 years. Okay,
Yeah.
I think it's clear he was aging Golovkin out.
When did they fight? 2018. I think they fought 2018 the last time. I think it's 4 years. Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
Hmm. 4 years.
And
Yeah, that's a long time, bro. That's a long time. And Golovkin's got old now. He's got old. He's got
But
old. Michael, you hear what Marky Dan said? You know, what's this? We had to wait 4 years for this trilogy. What do you make of it, Michael?
I mean, I think. Yeah, can you hear me, Emory?
Yeah, it's a
your
bit.
mic is a little foggy.
You're not clear. Are you near? Are you near the microphone, Michael? Michael, you there?
Go out and come back in. Yeah.
No, I don't know where it's gone. But yeah, let's see what people are saying, man. Let's see what these people are saying. Um, so Ray says Canelo needs to stay away from them big boys at light heavyweight low. What do you think?
At least for the time being. Like I said, there's fights for him at 168. Like, I mean, I don't see the point in moving up. Like, I think, you know what I'm saying? I think moving up to another weight class, that's a great accomplishment. But at the same time, like, if you got fights for you at a certain weight, like, what's the point? Like, you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Marvin Hagler stayed at one weight his whole career,
Yeah.
and he had great fights, and he's considered one of the all-time greats. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just didn't see the point. Like, I didn't ask for that Bivol. I don't think anybody asked for that Bivol fight.
No, they didn't. They didn't. That was just what he wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Shit, yeah, and he got his ass whooped.
Yeah. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have gone up there. Really, it was. It looked seemed like a bad move. But back to the 168, Benavidez. Right, that seems to be a guy that everyone's talking about. What do you make of Benavidez?
Yeah, I think he a good, strong, exciting fighter.
Yeah.
I don't think he's this boogeyman that everybody makes him out to be. I don't agree with that. Like there's this narrative going around that he's relentlessly pursuing the big fights. I don't think that's true. And his promoter basically came out and said, "Oh, stop asking for the Canelo fight. Stop asking for the Canelo fight. It's a pipe dream or whatever."
Hmm.
And then when Andre said he was interested in the fight, what did they say? We want 10 million for Andre. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he a good fighter. I don't think he's no boogeyman. Like everybody's scared of him.
Hmm. Yeah. With Benavidez, man, I'm not a big fan, but some people are saying this guy's a Mexican monster. He's doing everyone. You know what I mean? He's gonna knock out Canelo. He's gonna knock out Charlo. He's gonna knock out Andrade. He's gonna knock out everyone.
The only dude I feel comfortable saying that about is David Morrell. That's the only dude I can honestly say, like, I see him knocking out Charlo, Canelo, Benavidez. That's the only dude I can actually say that.
What Morel? You think Morel beats them all?
That dude is talented, Imran. I'm telling you, bro.
Hmm.
Okay. I would not be shocked if he went up all the way and became Bridgerweight champ.
Really?
He can't be hmm?
Really? I need to see more of Morel. To be honest, I haven't seen. I've seen highlights of him, but I need to see a lot more. He's very talented. I've seen some clips. He's also a very good amateur as well. He was a good amateur fighter as
I
well.
watched him in the amateurs. He bro, like he just cut through everybody. Like his fights
Yeah,
in the amateurs, bro. I mean, this dude was a monster. And
yeah.
he's a monster in the pro
Guy,
now.
guy called Andy Cruz, man, from Cuba. This
Hey, they better find a way to keep that boy over there, bro. Cause he's oh my god. That dude, like I think he's on the same level. He's what weight's he fighting? He's fighting at 135.
Yeah, I
He will
think
be
Cruz.
around there, right?
Yeah, Cruz, man. That guy's special, man. You know who I'm talking about, Andy Cruz.
Of course, yeah, he beat Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, that guy's a monster, mate. Like, I
Man,
see.
they better find a way to keep his ass over there. Find a way, cancel his passport, like
Yeah,
keep him off the boat, like whatever it
that
takes.
guy has some weird angles. Like he fights some weird ass. Like I was like, yo, man, this guy's next level. What like really? I ain't seen anyone like that before. Like he's just really weird. His the way he fights. He's just unbelievable. Like he's just so good.
Bro, when I heard that they were letting Cubans turn pro, like bro, like all the thoughts that went through my head. You ever heard of a dude called Telefimo Lopez? He
Tiafimo, look.
Telefimo Tiafimo Stevenson, my bad. He fought all the way back.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
he was a Cuban. He fought all the way back in the 70s. He would have gave Muhammad Ali the work. He would have gave Muhammad Ali some work. I'm telling you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many dudes from Cuba like who like they could have been something special in the pros.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, for sure, man. Cuba's got great fighters. The amateurs are on a next level. There's amateurs on a next level. What's these people saying here then? So let's see what these guys are saying in the comment section. So we just said Canelo, Ronald Hernandez says Canelo lost his balls running away from Bivol. What do you make of that?
Man, he need to fucking stop. If he ever saw Canelo in person, he would run for his fucking life. So I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Ronald Hernandez is saying Canelo lost his balls running away from Bivol. Nah, man, that's harsh. That's harsh. You know. Oh boy. By the way, talking about heart, Paulie Malignaggi said that Canelo ain't got heart. You know what I mean? Like we didn't bite down on his gum shield when Bivol had it his own way. What do you make of that?
I actually somewhat agree.
Right.
Cause like if you look at how Oscar Valdez lost to Shakur versus how Canelo lost to Bivol,
Yeah.
it's night and day. At least Oscar Valdez was still trying. He was still coming for, even if he was getting lit up, he was still trying. Canelo, and you see it in the fights where he's struggling. You look back at the Mayweather fight. You look back at the Triple G fight, the first fight, where he just lays on the ropes and tries to set traps. But what he's
Mm,
doing is like it really. I think he's just giving up. And you
mm,
heard his own fans in the building booing him. Like
mm,
that says a lot, especially when you're a Mexican and they're supposed to, and the Mexican culture is like you're supposed to go like all the way to death and back to get a win. So
mm.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So basically, Ronald again says, "Dare to be great." Didn't Canelo vacate at light heavyweight? So how was he daring to be great? Ronald's not a Canelo fan, man. He's not. He's going in. He
Damn,
don't.
Ronald Hernandez ain't he Mexican? That his name Hernandez, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah, man. He's not a Canelo fan at all. He does not like Canelo. He says Canelo vacated a belt at light heavyweight. So how is he daring to be great? I don't understand that. What does that? What relevance does that have?
I don't know. Who was his mandatory? I guess to fight after he vacated.
No, he fought Kovalev and won the belt. Then he must have vacated because he went down to 168. Did he?
I don't know, man. I don't be reading the troll comments, man. Like I don't know why you do that, Imran.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, this guy says, "Hey, says you're right. I had a bring my. Didn't he do that to be able to become undisputed, as he couldn't defend it with the time he wanted to become undisputed?" Okay, these guys are going back and forth. Let's look at these comments. Okay, so now GGG is 50 years of age now. He's not 50, he's 40.
Oh my god.
This will this will tell me how Canelo looks on his next fight. Sometimes when a fighter takes a loss, like he just did. So yeah, how do you think Canelo's gonna this is gonna affect Canelo mentally going into the fight against Golovkin? Because obviously Golovkin beat him. I mean, sorry, not Bivol beat him. So how is Canelo gonna bounce back from this loss?
I don't know. We gotta see, man. Like to be honest with you, I was surprised that he was fighting Golovkin. Cause like typically what you see with Canelo after a tough fight or after
Mm,
a loss is he goes after an easy opponent to get his confidence back. Like
mm,
when he lost to Floyd, what we saw, he fought Angulo next. Then he lost to Lara and he fought James Kirkland. Then he had a tough then he had the tough fights with Golovkin. He fought Rocky Fielding. So I thought he was gonna fight another fight to get his confidence back. Or
right.
maybe this is the fight to get his confidence back. I don't know. Like
Mm, yeah, we'll have. Yeah. Yeah, it's what's this?
So,
Benavidez rained punches to his opponent David Lemieux. Yeah, so David Benavidez, man, he seems like a lot of people are
yeah.
about David Benavidez, man. David Benavidez looks like the talk of the town right now.
Well,
David,
listen, man, that shit just annoys me because it's like, let Charlo have fought David Lemieux.
yeah,
Let's be real. Imagine if Charlo did that or Andre did that. What would they be saying?
yeah, they'd be saying that they'd be hating on him, man. They'd be hating
E-
on him.
Exactly. Like he did what he was supposed to do. I'm not gonna give him like any real credit for what he did to David Lemieux.
Is it his style that look because he's got fast hands? He looks good, like he looks exciting, but
Yeah.
there's something to do with that.
Yeah, I'll definitely say that, man. Like bro, like did you see he let go of it was a 20 punch combination with like 6, 7 uppercuts in the span of 2, 3 seconds in the
Yeah,
first round.
no style. You know what I mean? That's crowd pleasing.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, his team, they're going to match him up smart. Like his team, like right now they're trying to get the Charlo fight because you know what I'm saying, Charlo, I don't think he's really committed or focused on the sport right now. You know what I'm saying? He fighting once a year. He's coming off back-to-back injuries.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think they're trying to build him into being, the new Mexican kingpin since
Hmm.
now Canelo is down right now.
Hmm.
So they're gonna match him smart.
So Burning Desire says GGG is getting old. I hope he avenges his robbery loss in the first fight, though. What do you make of that? Are you hoping that GGG gets his avenges that loss?
Yeah, I like justice. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? I'm a big Jermel Charlo fan, but still
Yeah.
I thought Castano won that fight.
Right.
And you know what
Right.
I'm saying? Yeah, I was just pulling for Castano a little bit in the second fight. So
Yeah.
I do hope that Triple G wins.
As Steven said, cleaned his clock. You know what I mean? In the second fight, he did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He definitely cleaned him out. You know what I mean? Jamel Charlo
Hey,
out in that.
Jermel is one of my favorite fighters, man. It's like he's a real throwback fighter. Like he
Hmm.
don't like he fights the best and he goes for the kill. Like he's not coming in there just to dance around and play with you.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely, man. That guy's a monster, mate. Like he's vicious as well. Like he's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. He can be outboxed a little, but he's a good fighter, man. He's tough as well. He's tough as nails. He's going to be difficult to beat. I want to see him move up now and then maybe fight at middleweight, but his brother's there, so there's a conflict of
No,
interest.
I want to see him stay right there because
Well, who's there?
it's fight for him. What you said?
Who's there for him really? There's Fundora, but
Pandora and the winner of
oh,
Spence and Crawford.
yeah, that's a good fight. What about Ennis? Do you think Ennis beats him now?
Yeah, I don't have a doubt in my mind. I love Jermel, but Ennis is just a different level of fighter.
Hmm. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. I think Ennis would beat him as well. I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree with you there, 100%. I think Ennis is too much for him.
Hey, I think Ennis would. I think in matter of fact, I say this right now. If
Hmm.
Ennis were to move up to 168
Hmm.
and get a couple tune-up fights
Hmm.
to get accustomed to the weight, I think he beats Canelo. I'm that
Ooh.
certain. I'm that certain, Imran. I'm telling you, because he's already a big kid. Like it's not like he's a real welterweight. Like he cuts down from he cuts a lot of weight.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about
No,
that.
I'm that certain.
That guy's too. Canelo's big, man, and he's strong. That's a
Pe-
tough.
People said the same thing about Floyd and De La Hoya. They said there's no way this kid can move up from 130 and fight De La Hoya at 154. They said there was no way.
I don't know. Like with Canelo, it's like that guy's a massive puncher. You know what I mean? And Ennis is not tested in terms of like chin we don't know. And taking a big puncher like Canelo was bigger than him as well. At this point, Canelo's massive compared to Ennis, like body size. Even though Ennis is big, don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
But that's far fetched at this point. You know what I mean? That's
No, I understand.
that's far fetched. Like, yeah, Spence and Crawford different because there is size, and I think he could do them. You know what I mean? I think he could do those guys, but I think Canelo I don't think that's gonna happen anyway. So there's no
No,
point.
no. That's just a fantasy.
Brendan Tavares says Canelo's name was too big going in against Bivol. Canelo was too big, sorry, going in against Bivol. All the music, the dancers, the lights, the stage, the matching, the pink suits, everything too fancy. It was really weird. Felt pre-fight he wasn't even going to win. What?
Man,
What's that all
like
about?
these dudes like this is why like I try not to hate on fighters because of their fans, but it's like I mean Canelo can't never just lose. It's always got to be it can't just be because the other fighter was great. Like
Mm,
Floyd Mayweather absolutely outclassed him all 12 rounds, and then we hear his age, even though Floyd was 36.
yeah.
Now he lose again, and he was too heavy. Man, stop.
Mm,
Okay,
you got
it's the
put.
style. Yeah. It's the style, man. Like he
Yeah.
has trouble with a good jab and fast feet.
Mm,
And that's one of the reasons why I think Boots would beat him. That me personally, I think Boots has the style. You know what I'm saying? And I think Bivol used his jab and he used his feet effectively.
mm, Bivol was good. Yeah, he was excellent on that night. He was. I'd have to.
Mhm.
He says, "I'm look." He says, "In boxing, Burning Desire said, in boxing, what is the difference between pads and the bag? Like work out wise, what's the difference? Boxing, what is the difference between pads and bag? Well, pads, the bag don't move, you know, and the pads are kind of moving because the pads are
Right.
on a human, aren't they? So they're moving. So it's different. Whereas
Hmm.
the bag is you're just hitting a heavy bag. You know what I mean? There's not moving. It's just hitting a heavy bag. Uh,
Hmm.
it's kind of like good on a heavy bag. Like you're almost practicing your body shots. You know what I mean? Bashing the body.
Right.
You know, you're practicing on the bag. So it's kind of like identical, especially on the inside. Uh, you know, you can practice your body shots on the bag. Castano should have been undisputed though for his country. Sad to see. Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Yeah.
Burning Desire says, "Who wins, Spence or Crawford? I just can't call it. Who wins, Marky?
Oh man, like I don't know. Some days I feel Spence, some days I feel Crawford. I'm leaning a little bit towards Crawford.
Oh, you're leaning towards Crawford.
Yeah, just a little bit, man. I think Bud Crawford, like I think like he's an absolute demon when it comes to fighting. Like when he gets you hurt, like here's the difference between him and Earl Spence. When Earl Spence gets you hurt, he'll let you get out of the round. He'll keep up the pressure, but he'll let you get out of the round. When Crawford gets you hurt, like he turns into an absolute demon. He like you gotta go right now. Like he don't play around with you. So
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm leaning a little bit towards Crawford.
Right. Right.
What about you, Imran?
I'd probably favor Spence, but I don't know, not by much though. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a tough one for me. That one. That's tough. That is tough. I don't know who wins. It's tough. It is tough. They're both good fighters. It's tough.
Hmm.
Very, very.
Whoever wins that fight, they better drop them belts and move up quick. Because
Mm,
Boots is not gonna wait around.
yeah, he's coming. He's coming. He is coming. That guy's coming. He's coming fast as well. He wants to fight all of those guys. So
Okay.
yeah, wait and see. Um, so let's see. Jamel Ennis has just reached. Ennis has just reached the top. Jose. Okay. So does Canelo would eat Ennis ribs? Burning Desire says, does Ben beat winner Crawford or Spence and become UK best welterweight ever?
Nah, not right now.
No, no.
I think kind of Ben has potential,
Yeah,
but nah, not right now.
yeah, yeah. No chance. Bivol was not great. I think this is a comment for you, Marky Dan. Bivol was not great.
Um,
In what sense?
yeah, I don't really know how to respond.
Bivol was great. There's no doubt about it. He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Burning Desire said, was there any fighters who were active and would have beaten Mayweather? I think the Pacquiao fight around 2008 would have beaten him. What do you think?
Um, I'm trying to think of some fighters because Floyd he fought most of the dudes around him. Like,
Yeah,
you had Yoel Casamayor,
yeah,
but like Casamayor didn't want to fight him. So
yeah.
so we really don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, back in Floyd's days when he was at 130 and 135, a lot of dudes who people wanted Floyd to fight, they didn't want to fight him.
Hmm.
Even Mosley, people say Floyd aged out Mosley. Nah, he called him out, and Mosley didn't want it. So
Right,
I don't know. It's tough to say. I think Manny probably would have been the best chance anybody had of beating him.
right, right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So speed v speed. So it says here, Jared says, Triple G has to hit the body this time. What do you think? Do you think Triple G needs to go to Canelo's body?
If Canelo keep drinking that tequila, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He needs to get down to the body and look to hurt Canelo's to the body. Golovkin, well, we don't know. Golovkin looked a bit hurt to the body as well. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one, that one. So Burning Desire says Casamayor got dealt with by Bradley, so Floyd would have done a job on him. What do you,
Probably, but that's just the thing, man. We don't know. That's why we want to see. Like, something I don't like to do is just say like, "Oh, this guy beat him, so and so would have done even worse." Like, you know what I'm saying? We should see the fights.
yeah. So AB says Floyd ducked Khan, Margarito, and Thurman. What do you make of that?
Um, I really don't know what to make of that. You know what I'm saying? Because Margarito was putting cast in his gloves and cheating, and
Yeah,
then the night he got caught, what happened? He got knocked out by Mosley,
yeah.
and then Floyd fought Mosley and outclassed him.
Hmm.
So, and then Khan, like, Imran, I know Khan is your boy, but like, I'm gonna keep it 100. I really don't care. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I really don't care whether or not he fought Amir Khan and
Yeah,
Thurman.
there's
What
yeah,
what you?
yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, there's people. I don't really think it really hurts Floyd's legacy. No one's gonna say in 10 years' time he didn't fight Khan, or even
Right.
that matter. So it, even though he might have avoided the fight, it does. It's no
Yeah.
one can sense that. I don't really think Khan had that kind of legacy or kind of like a Pacquiao kind of legacy where people are gonna say, "Oh, well, you didn't fight Pacquiao." You know what I mean? It's not
Hmm.
Khan and these guys didn't really do enough in the game for people to turn around and say 20 years time, well, you know what, Floyd ducked Khan.
Now I wish Floyd would have fought Thurman. I
Right.
think you know what I'm saying? Because like I like the passing of baton type of fights, but because me personally, I think at that point in Floyd's career, when he
Yeah.
fought Berto at 38, I think Floyd was done. That's my opinion. I don't think that he was even close to the same fighter.
Hmm. Right. Right. Yeah. 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 When he fought Berto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I have to agree. He's old then, eh? So Timothy Bradley with
Yeah.
Floyd may have been great. Nobody could beat Bradley other than Pacquiao. What do you think?
Nah, I think he would have. I think he would have outboxed Bradley. I don't think it would have been that exciting a fight.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. You think he would have beaten Bradley easy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got a lot of respect for
I
Tim,
don't
but
I don't rate Bradley that highly, to be honest. I think he's a good fighter, but
I think I think he's a Hall of Famer. But you know what I'm saying. I think he got lucky with the first Manny fight,
mate,
and then
he ducked Amir Khan without question, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, that guy was a
yeah,
unified champion at light welterweight. So was Khan. They were both unified champions, and they could have fought for 4 belts. And this guy decided to avoid that fight. Fair enough, he fought Pacquiao, but bro, you can't avoid an undisputed fight. I'm sorry, you can't. You can't.
right.
And Khan was calling him out as well.
Yeah, and Khan is a big name. You know what I'm saying. It's not
Yeah, it
like
would have been a big payday, eh?
yeah. I don't think he wanted to smoke with those fast hands.
No, he didn't. He didn't. Plus, you know what? We all know that Khan's weakness was his punch resistance, right?
Okay.
Bradley couldn't crack an egg. Let's be brutally honest. Like Bradley wasn't a puncher,
So you
so
don't have to be able to crack an egg to knock out Amir Khan. Let's be
oh yeah,
honest.
I'd agree. I'd agree, but I still don't think Bradley would like Maidana couldn't knock Khan out. You know what I mean? At 140, I don't think Khan was getting. Remember, at 140, Khan only got knocked out once by Danny Garcia,
Right.
and he fought virtually everyone. Like he fought virtually everyone apart from Bradley. But there weren't that many big punches at 140. There was only like Madonna, Matisse,
Yeah.
Danny Garcia could crack. By the way, I don't even think Danny Garcia was that big a puncher. I just think Khan fought recklessly in that fight. I think if Khan had fought smart, I don't know if Garcia would have knocked him out. But
That's my problem. Go ahead.
yeah, go on, go on, go on.
No, that I was gonna say, like I like fighters who have heart, but
Yeah.
I really don't like dumb fighters. And I think Amir Khan was a really dumb fighter.
I'd have to agree.
Like,
He'd
you
make
know what
he'd
I'm
do
saying?
some things. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Klitschko gets a lot of shit,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
at the same time, if the man has a glass jaw, what do you want him to what do you want him to do?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I agree
Klitsch,
with you, man. I agree there. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Klitschko
Klitschko
fought
had a
smart.
glass jaw. Yeah,
Yeah,
Klitschko definitely had a bad jaw. That
okay.
was like
Klitschko,
he was good though, eh? Klitschko.
yeah, he
He's
was great.
boring though, man. I'd rather watch Amir Khan than watch Klitschko any day of the week, man.
Right.
That guy was
Well,
terrible, mate, to watch. Like that guy, them guys stunk out of the heavyweight division for years. Oh
man.
man, that was really bad. You know, the heavyweight division was dead when those guys were there. That jab and grab style was terrible. Let's be
But
brutally
what you
honest.
want him to do, man? What you want him to do? He has a glass
Yeah,
jaw. He can't
yeah, I'd
exchange with
agree.
you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. That's true. That's true, man. Yeah,
And
where
then you
someone
have
like
Amir Khan. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing. When look at someone like Amir Khan, he could have used his speed and movement just to outbox guys, but
Exactly.
he got into brawls, man.
Okay,
You
and
know.
he knows his chin can't hold up. Like
Yeah.
it's just dumb shit like that.
Yeah. But again, his career was a bit weird in the sense that like this guy was like inactive and he was not really that dedicated. Then he went up and fought Canelo at two, so the guy is so much bigger. Like I don't know, it was just a little bit of a weird, like a bit weird. I don't think there was good there was no management of his career. Do you know what I mean? Like there was
Right.
like you don't go up and fight Canelo when you know the guy's massive and he can punch and he's like
And that's another fight where he was winning. He was
yeah,
outboxing Canelo, and
yeah.
he just kept getting closer and closer to Canelo. And it's not like Canelo was trying to bait him. Like
Yeah.
Canelo stopped trying to set traps after a while because he just saw Khan was getting closer and closer without him even having to do nothing. Like,
Yeah,
bro, like Canelo knew he was gonna sleep him by the sixth.
yeah. That was a bad knockout, man.
Yeah,
That was a
I thought
hot.
it was over for him after that.
Yeah. Basically, his career was over after that. Yeah,
Yeah.
he shouldn't have fought. He shouldn't have fought Canelo, man. He should have fought Garcia or someone. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh man.
That was terrible, man. I didn't want to see that fight. To be honest, I knew he would get beat in that fight, but it is what it is, man. It is what Canelo can fight anybody, anytime. Bivol can be next year or 2 years. GGG will be the biggest pay-per-view fight, biggest pay-per-view because the non-boxing fans will watch this fight. Yeah, how many pay-per-views will this fight do, Marky? Do you think he'll do over 1 million pay-per-views?
I don't think so. I think he'll do somewhere
Oh.
between 500,000 to 800,000.
They're saying
But
Bivol.
it would. What you say?
They said Bivol did about 600.
Yeah, they saying some people saying 600. You heard Leonard Ellaby and some other people are saying it did 300,000.
Then Dan
Um
said it did 530,000.
yeah. So it did somewhere between 300 to 600,000. We know that. I don't know, man. I just don't think that I think boxing has really dried up since Floyd left.
Yeah, yeah.
I think, but I tell you what, I think the lightweights could bring it back if they just all get on the same page.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree. Ryan. Oh, Tank is fighting this week. What do you make of him?
I think it's going to be a violent knockout
Yeah,
somewhere between the first to third round.
I want
It's
him to
going to be violent.
out. You know what I mean? I want him to
I
fight.
think,
I don't
yeah.
say that about. I don't like Romero, to be honest with you. I think he's trash in the sense that as the way he acts, the way he is. I want Javante to sleep him. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey,
I
man, like,
I just don't like him, man. I think he's very disrespectful. You know, he said a
that's
few.
his job, and man, he's doing his job well.
Nah, I don't like the guy, man. I want Javante to do a number on him. To be honest,
Me too. Like, I think it's either going to be like, you ever seen Tommy Morrison versus Ray Mercer?
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's either going to be that or it's going to be like a violent stoppage with one of Rolly's eyes shut, his nose broken, there's blood coming from his mouth, his ribs broken, his arms swollen. I think it's going to be violent. I know that.
I think Davis is gonna batter him. I do. I think he's gonna look. Rolando Romero, man, he's not that good. Let's be brutally honest. You know, he
No.
fought a guy previously and he got beat and he got a gift decision. I can't see Rolando Romero beating Javante Davis. I think Davis is a really good boxer. I think he can crack. I think Davis is the goods. You know what I mean? So I'd be
I
shocked.
agree.
I'd be shocked if Rolando Romero beats Javante Davis. But I will say this: I'm not sure whether if this fight goes to decision, whether this man might get robbed.
It's
Because
not going. It's not going to a decision,
it's not,
Imran.
I think he's gonna clean his clock. To be honest with you, and I
Mhm.
hope he does as well. He talks that guy talks a lot of crap, and he's not that good either. You know what I mean? Like, fair enough, you talk crap, but you're good. I don't rate Rolando like that.
Bro,
Yeah,
that shit really annoyed me when he talked shit about Shakur and about how, oh, I feel sorry for people who can't knock other dudes out. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm like I said, I'm not gonna pay for no more Tank pay-per-views unless it's somebody I really want. I really want to see him like just like, I
yeah,
don't usually wish evil on people, but I really don't like this fucking dude. I'm gonna be honest with you.
yeah. I don't think a lot of people don't like him, to be honest. He talks a lot of crap, and I think he's gonna do a number on him. I do. I think Davis hits too hard. I think he's gonna stop him. I think he's
Hmm.
gonna stop him. To be honest, I can't see Rolando Romero winning this fight. Just being brutal.
Broly, he's tailor made for Tank, man. Like this dude, he loads up on every punch. Like Tank is gonna see everything coming. Like people talk about how awkward he is, but if you like his punches they're predictable, man. Like he loads up on everything, and when you get inside, like all he really does like all his defense on the inside is just grappling, like and
Mm.
holding and roughing up. But I think Tank will fuck him up, man. Like I really do.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope so. Like, imagine if he wins. Imagine what. Oh my goodness. Imagine
Hey,
having to put up with that for the next couple of years.
I
Just
will turn off my fucking TV and never watch boxing again if Roby
yeah.
wins that fight.
Yo,
Bro,
to be honest with you, I don't think Rolando beats Isaac Cruz. I think Isaac Cruz would destroy him.
no, I don't think he beats any of the top lightweights at
Yeah.
all.
What do you make of Isaac Cruz against Ryan Garcia?
I think it's a good fight. People are really down on Ryan, but
Mm,
I think Ryan is a good fighter. He's very talented. Um, I think if he just focuses and really takes boxing serious, I think he could be special. You know what I'm saying?
mm, mm, mm,
Hmm. And
mm.
he's with the right trainer because Ryan reminds me a little bit of Diego Corrales, and he's with Joe Goosen now, so he can teach Ryan how to use his jab like Diego,
Mm.
and how to throw hard combinations and fight on the inside.
Right, right, yeah.
Hmm.
He's Ryan Garcia. I don't know. He's just been very inactive, right? He's been very, very inactive, and I don't know. The jury's still out for a lot of people on Ryan, but let's see if Ryan can solidify his status. He become a champion. He's never been a champion. A lot of these guys, pipe up, but they've never even been champion. You know what I mean? It's something that you've got to do as a fighter. You've got to at least become champion.
Something that annoys me so much is the way how they talk about Devin Haney when Devin is trying to make these fights,
Right.
but they talk so much shit about him. Like I don't understand it.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Garcia got exposed for ducking, and it's like that shit. Like it really pissed me off. Like to the point where I was almost shaking. Like I wanted to fuck somebody up when I heard that Cambosis was thinking about fighting Ryan Garcia
Right.
after this man been out for a year and been exposed for ducking. Like, bro, like I don't get it, man. Like I really don't get where the hate for Haney comes from.
Hmm. Maybe it's his style, or maybe it's I don't know. He's not that exciting. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. But like, yeah, a lot of people don't. They don't. A lot of people think Haney's gonna get beat by Cambosis.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I, and
And
I'm,
what'd you
I'm,
say, Imran? I can't hear you.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think that's a good fight because, you know what, Cambosis is fighting in his hometown. He throws a lot of punches. Haney might lose a decision, man. I'm not convinced in that one. I don't know. He's got a lot of.
I Yeah, I got confidence in Devin
Mm,
because Devin he reminds me of Floyd and Shakur and Boots in terms of his work ethic. Like this man since his fight with who he fought last, it was Jojo Diaz. He been
yeah.
in the gym. Like he
Mm,
been in the gym. He's been working. Like so, I don't think the weight's gonna be a problem. And I don't know what's gonna happen with his father, but you know what I'm saying, I don't think it's gonna affect him personally. I think he's focused and I think he's coming for them belts.
right.
And I think he's gonna shut a lot of people up.
Right. Right. He's got a tough assignment. He's got a tough assignment because Cambos is a really good fighter as well.
Yeah.
He's not a huge puncher, but he can punch a little bit.
Hmm.
That's a good fight, man. That's a good fight. Haney's gonna have to do more than what he normally does, in my opinion. I think this is gonna be the hardest fight that he's had to date. And I think Cambosis is hungry, man. I think he's fighting in his hometown. He's not gonna want
Yeah.
to. You know what I mean? He's not going to want to lose to Devin Haney, especially after all the back and forth. There's been
Right.
a lot of back and forth. There's been a lot of talk, and he's not going to want to lose.
Let me say this. I really don't like Cambosis, but I'll say this: that man is focused,
mm,
and you know what I'm saying. Even though he didn't keep his word about a lot of stuff about making the Haney fight,
mm,
he kept his word when it came to beating Teofimo Lopez. I give him credit for that, and
yeah.
I'm not underestimating him going into the fight.
Mm, yeah, but I don't know. Like with me with Devin, I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I feel like with
That's
Bill,
fair.
I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Me,
Okay, I get that.
I'm not sure about him. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure how good he is. Maybe this is be the fight that'll tip me over. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I get it, man. Because like, you know what I'm saying. I expected him to outclass Jojo Diaz.
Yeah,
And you know what I'm saying? It was a good fight. I thought he clearly won, but still that was a decent fight.
yeah,
And I thought he was going to outclass JoJo.
yeah. Yeah. I'd have to. Well, what do you make of like when they talk about the pound for pound, right? Do you think the three best fighters in the sport are Canelo, Usyk, and Crawford, or would you say some others that you prefer?
Well, I don't rank heavyweights, but at the same time,
Mm,
I do agree that if you want to tell like not even pound for pound, just who's the best,
yeah,
then yeah, Usyk is definitely in there.
yeah, yeah. What about Canelo and Crawford? Do you think no? Do you think someone else?
No. Canelo got to sit back right now.
Mm,
Um, for me, it's Crawford,
yeah.
um, Usyk, and then the third spot is
Mm.
between Spence and the monster Anui.
Oh yes, yeah. Inoue doesn't.
Hey,
Inoue gets left out, man. He gets
and
left out.
Nui is my favorite fighter.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think Bivol deserves to be in the mix, or do you think it's just one fight? It's not. It's not. It doesn't. He doesn't deserve to be in the mix yet.
I think he's top 10, but I'm not gonna put him in there because you know what I'm saying
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
he beat a guy who was moving up.
yeah. True. If he beats Better BF, then what?
Oh, he's top three.
What? So when's Better BF gonna get put in the top 10, 10 pound? He's fighting Joe Smith, and then he'll have three of the belts.
I think you could put him there already.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like
A
you know what
monster,
I'm saying? It's a
proper
what you
monster.
say? What'd you
Beterbiev,
say?
Beterbiev,
Yeah.
he's a proper
Uh
monster.
huh.
That isn't no like. He's a legit monster.
Yeah.
That would he
Like
knock Canelo out? Would he knock Canelo out?
yes,
Do you reckon?
that Canelo that came in against Bivol
Yeah.
against the pressure of you think Bivol is just gonna let him sit back on the ropes like that?
Yeah, but Beterbiev is gonna. Beterbiev is gonna. He's gonna batter you, man. Beterbiev on the ropes. He's vicious. Canelo can't afford to
Man,
like that against Beterbiev. He'll.
absolutely not.
But you know what? You know what though, Marky Dan. You know what? If Bivol fights Beterbiev and Beterbiev wins, Canelo might think, "Yo, that's my chance at undisputed right there." You know.
No.
You know.
No, he listen. If he wanted to be undisputed in two weight classes, he
Yeah.
should have fought Andrade. Okay, he needs to sit. Listen, Imran. He needs
Yeah.
to stay right there at 168. Okay,
Mm, you
he
don't.
don't
You
need. He don't,
think he'll take that risk?
well, you watch Rocky 2.
Yeah.
Remember in Rocky 2, Apollo Creed's trainer said, "We don't need a man like him in our life." That's how it
Yeah.
is for Canelo. They don't need a man like that.
What, like Beterbiev?
No, they don't. Okay, the fuck, they don't need a man like that in their life.
Yeah, Beterbiev's a monster.
I will say this: if he were to beat Better BF,
Yeah.
man, that would put him up there with the greats.
Yeah. That would be that. That would. Yeah, man. That's a. But a lot of people are saying Beterbiev is old now, and he's 30 something, he's 36,
He
30.
is old, and
But
he's inactive, which is even worse.
yeah. So, is there a possibility that Canelo might get him at the right time?
I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't think so. because from what I heard, he stays in shape.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, those guys are, these Eastern European fighters, Marky, they're ice cold. Like literally they have no emotion. They literally
Right.
don't emotion. Even like look at Bivol just beat the best pound for pound fighter in the world at the time, right? And he wasn't even that, like, he didn't even celebrate that much. Normally like a guy would be going crazy, right? But like these guys are just like they got ice in their veins. You know what I mean? All Eastern European fighters are like that, man. They're just so cool and so calm and so relaxed. It's like they don't even like they don't have much emotion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think Bivol was celebrate. I think during the fight, I understand what you mean. Like they're single minded, but you know what I'm saying, you don't want to make like you don't want to piss those motherfuckers off like Habib Nurmagomedov. You
Oh,
saw what he did to Conor McGregor.
oh yeah, he battered him. Yeah, that was
And then what he do after that? He jumped into the crowd and went after his team.
yeah. That guy's a monster. He's a proper monster. You know what I mean? That guy's Khabib is different. You know what I mean? That guy's different. He's a proper
Yeah,
gangster. You know what I mean?
motherfucker, he was wrestling bears at 10 years old.
Hey. He's different. But Makai, what's
It's a
going
nut.
good?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
What's up, man?
All good, man. All good. All good. What do you make of this news? Canelo fighting GGG.
Yeah, I was kind of 50-50 on it, really. I didn't want him to take the Bivol rematch, but so I'm glad he's the Golovkin Trilogy. I think that's a better fight anyway for him. It's going to be a lot more competitive. It's going to be a fun fight. I still think it's going to be a fun fight. Not a lot of people would agree, but yeah, I still like that fight. And that means we get to see, Bivol maybe facing the winner of Beterbiev Smith, I hope, or maybe he can fight his mandatory Gilberto Ramirez. I still like that fight. I want to see Bivol in those fights.
Yeah, the better BF fight's not happening. I think Eddie Hearn or Bob Arum said the fight's not happening. So it's probably gonna be
Yeah,
either Gordo or Buatsi.
yeah. You see that Buatsi fight. I don't want that fight. Yeah, I'm from the
Nah.
UK too. I mean, Imran. I don't know if Imran wants that fight, but
Right?
I won't be happy if that fight happens. Bivol gives Buatsi a boxing lesson. I'm not interested in that. I want to see Bivol in a hard fight, a good fight. Yeah.
That's not really
Right.
I think Boatsi would get destroyed. Boatsi
I
ain't.
think. Go ahead.
Go on, Marky. Go on. What are you
No,
gonna
I was gonna say I think that I think Buatsi has talent,
say?
but I don't know, man. He's 29 years old,
Yeah,
and he does a lot of things in the ring that says he's inexperienced.
yeah. I
Like
agree.
in the middle of the fight where you could see he got tired after exchanges where he just stood there in range and then he just let Craig Richards hit him. Like you either need to get out to range and then use your jab to maintain distance, or you need to grab him. But I don't know. I think I agree. I think Bivol will school him.
Yeah, I think he might stop him. I think Beterbiev would flatline him.
I mean, did you hear what his trainer said, Virgil Hunter? I mean, when Hearn said
Yeah.
he likes a beer fight for him, he literally said,
Oh, he looked at him like he was stupid.
yeah, he literally said, do you want Buatsi to get brain damage? He even
Who?
said he's not ready. No, but Virgil Hunter said, obviously Buatsi's trainer, he literally said, do you want Buatsi to get brain damage after, he mentioned Berbiev? And he also said he's not ready for Canelo or Bivol. Hunter, his own trainer, doesn't even believe in him yet. So he shouldn't take the Bivol fight. I think he should obviously, Callum Smith was another option. I still think
Yeah.
he does. I don't think he wins that fight either, to be fair.
I
Callum
think he
Smith's too
could beat
strong.
Callum Smith.
But that's a good fight though. That's actually competitive.
Marky, I think he loses to Callum. To be honest,
Yeah, I think Smith's too strong now.
I'm not a big fan of Boatsi. Also Virgil Hunter's comment about Virgil Hunter made some ridiculous comment. He basically said that Boatsi, I don't know. I think he was talking about dedication more than talent. but he said that Boatsy is the second best fighter he's had after Andre Ward when he's trained Amir Khan and Andre Berto. Like,
Yeah, he was talking about dedication.
yeah. No, I don't know, but it sounded like he said he's the second best fighter that he's had. Fair enough if you say, yeah, he's more dedicated. Fair enough. But those guys are former world champions, you know what I mean, that have beaten some good names in the sport. Boatsy's struggling against Richards.
Well, Craig Richards is a good fighter, though. He gave Bivol a great fight.
He's a good fighter, but like, you know, he's not world level. He's not world champion material. You know what I mean? In my opinion.
But he gave Bivol a great fight, though, Imran.
No, he did. I'd agree, but did he? I don't know whether Bivol really was out of second gear in that fight. You know, Bivol won.
Yeah, that was a close fight.
8-4. What was it? What was the judges had it like 8-4?
It was 7-5.
But he's lost a couple of times, man. Not losing don't matter if you lose to some of the top guys.
Isaac Cruz lost a couple of times.
Who?
Isaac Cruz, Pitbull.
Yeah. Like, loss don't matter. It's not that. It's just I feel like Richards lacks belief in his boxing. You know what I mean? I feel there's something missing in his boxing. Right. You know, like he could have won that fight against Boatsy.
Yeah.
I actually scored a draw. I think he scored a draw. Yeah, it was a very good fight, man. Very good fight.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's just what people liked, really. I felt Boatsy in certain rounds. Boatsy was landing more. Like they was all landing on each other, but like Richards at times, man, his punches were so clean and they were a lot more effective. Like especially the uppercut, he couldn't stop messing with that. Like bouncing Boatsy's head back with it. And that was a great fight, man. I haven't actually rewatched it yet. I probably will.
Yeah, in the eighth round, he had Boatsy gone. Boatsy was stumbling.
Yeah. And then Boatsy rocked him back in the last 5 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. I like that.
If nothing, he showed he's a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think Boatsy can go? Do you think Boatsy can become world champion? Not for me. At this.
I think so, man. I really like Boatsy.
You like him?
Yeah, I think.
I think he's got no defense.
Well, he's with the right trainer, though.
Yeah, but his trainer said he's really dedicated, but the problem is that I don't really see much improvement in the defense. I see him getting caught with a lot of shots, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna get better. It's just he's not gonna automatically improve like massively to beat Bivol in his next fight. Like he needs to take some step up fights before actually fighting someone like Bivol if he wants.
But that's the thing, Makai, because he's 29. It's not like he's 25 or 24, and you got time. What? He's 29.
Jesus, man, how do you know he's 29? I thought he was younger than that.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. He doesn't. I don't know, Marky, man. I'm not looking at. Like, I don't see him being that special, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. Like, I think he loads up on shots. He was gassing in the fight. He loads up on shots a lot, man. Look at the way he loads up. He doesn't really have that much. You know, when you see a guy that's special that can box, that's just not naturally gifted. He doesn't come across that guy. If you look at when he throws his punches, he's loading up on shots a lot. Like he loads shots and tries to throw power shots, which is okay. And then also his defense is very leaky as well. At world level, like honestly, I think John Pascal would beat Boatsy.
No. Don't say that.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Makai, John Pascal
versus Boatsy.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking. I mean,
John Pascal.
Wow.
He lost that fight against that.
And that's your boy. That Boatsy is your boy. He's from the UK, bro, and I'm defending him.
And John Pascal gave Bivol. He gave Bivol some it wasn't like.
Nah, Imran. gave him Bivol gave Pascal an absolute boxing lesson. Pascal,
Who was it
right?
that
If he didn't have power, right, man. If Pascal didn't have power, he would
Yeah.
be terrible. He would be
Yeah.
awful. He wouldn't even be a contender. Honestly, his power has gotten him to the top, like, because he's very gifted in that sense. Like, Buatsi's the better boxer and all that, but yeah, if Pascal does land, he definitely he maybe could hurt. But I'm gonna favour Buatsi in that fight. I'm gonna favour Buatsi.
Pascal definitely hits harder than Richards.
Yeah, he definitely hits harder than Richards, but like I'd probably pick him to beat Pascal, But I'd probably pick like guys like Callum Smith to beat Buatsi because he actually uses his distance a lot more than Pascal.
What about Marcus
He's a lot
Brown?
more. He beats. I think he beats
Marcus
Brown.
Brown?
Marcus Brown's not that good. I think he's overrated.
You think Buatsi beats Marcus Brown?
Yeah, Marcus Brown's a bit
Yeah.
overrated. Man. Yeah, he's overrated.
Not only that, after that beating and getting knocked out by Pascal, I don't know if he's gonna be the same.
Let me reel off some names in the light heavyweight division. Anthony Yard v Buatsi. Who wins?
I think he beats Yard, but
Yeah,
I
me
like
too.
that fight, man. Yeah, you know
What
what?
about
They should.
Buatsi.
What you said?
Canelo v Buatsi.
If Canelo comes in shape, yeah, I gotta go Canelo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, what you said. Yeah.
Who else in the light heavyweight division are we talking? We're talking
Joe Smith Jr.
Yeah, Joe Smith. How does he get on in that fight?
Joe Smith Jr. He's gone a lot better than he used to. I think Joe Smith would win that.
No, I think that's a 50-50 fight in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because Joe Smith, in my opinion, Joe Smith didn't even win. He didn't even win the fight he didn't even win his world title fight against Vlasov.
I only watched the first 6 rounds of that fight.
Yeah, I thought he lost. It was a great fight though.
Vlasov. Vlasov. Wasn't that the guy Buatsi was actually scheduled to fight and then he pulled out? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Buatsi had a shoulder injury or something.
Oh, that'd have been a good fight then.
Yeah.
Who else? I'm trying to think of who else at the light heavyweight division that we could pair him up against.
I would say Buatsi's a contender though. He's definitely a top 10 contender.
Yeah.
I'd say that. I think he's good enough to be there, but I don't think he's, because him and Yardy should fight, because they both got title shots ahead. Yeah.
What about Callum Johnson?
I think he.
Hard one. That's Callum Johnson can really crack.
Yeah, because he
had better BF down and hurt.
But Buatsi, he can also crack and all. He's a Callum Johnson. He always tries to get he kind of tries to bully you really. Like he has his high guard up, he walks forward and throws a lot. But Buatsi, he's a lot bigger and all. He's also got power too. It's very risky because Callum Johnson, he sometimes got himself in trouble. Even when he came back, it was some journeyman he fought, and the journeyman really badly hurt him and put him down. Stuff like that. He makes very silly mistakes sometimes, and he's very inactive. Like he doesn't really, and he doesn't really improve or anything. Like with Gallagher's, they're very fundamental. They've always got their hands. They don't actually. They're very basic. Buatsi, he actually mixes up things and all that. So I actually might favor Buatsi in that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Buatsi, he isn't terrible, man. He's just not good enough for a guy like Bivol. Bivol and Berbia, their fights are, just a level above everyone else in the division. Really.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. What about Tank v Rolando Romero this weekend? Javante smashes him to bits, or?
Yeah, I think he knocked him out cold. And, I think that's Davis' last fight as well with Mayweather Promotions, which is good. Maybe we can actually see him in some good competitive fights. I hope.
Do you think Rolando has any chance?
He hits hard. He's always got a puncher's chance, but I don't really think he's gonna land that. And I mean, the guy's technique is terrible. He's got horrible fundamentals. He's got no boxing skill. Like, yeah, that guy is I don't know how he's in the top 10. Honestly, he hasn't actually beaten anyone that good. Like, that guy's awful. He's
Yeah.
only got power. That's literally it. And he throws it with horrible technique anyway.
Right.
Literally. Yeah, I'm more a fan of Romero at all.
Yeah. Neither am I, to be honest.
Imran,
Yeah.
I gotta go to class right now, but man, it was fun talking boxing with my people.
Yeah.
All right,
Peace.
man.
Yeah,
Thank-
good talking boxing, man.
Cheers, man. See you, Marky. Yeah. So Golovkin, Canelo, who wins?
No, well, Canelo, he's going to come prepared this time. He's actually going to come in shape. I've got Canelo. Yeah, I've still got Canelo. But man, I still think it's going to be a very good fight.
You
I
think
really
Golovkin
do.
pull off an upset here?
He's very capable of doing it. Honestly, I mean, like a lot of people, after Golovkin beat Murata, there was still questions about him a lot. There was like most people were saying he's food for Canelo now. Then after we've actually seen Canelo, obviously I always thought it was a good fight anyway before he lost to Bivol, but now that Canelo's lost to Bivol, it's starting to come to more people as well. They've seen that he can be beat.
Hmm.
They're like, oh, maybe Golovkin does have a chance now. Then more people are starting to edge towards that as well, saying it's good that they're starting to get a bit more excited about the fight.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a good one. I do. I think it's a really good fight.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see an upset, because Canelo's coming off a loss. He's coming off a loss. We don't know how he's going to bounce back.
Yeah, exactly. And Golovkin, he's had a different trainer for a while now, so he's going to come in with a different approach. I mean, with Abel, he kind of just turned Golovkin into a killing machine, really, a guy who comes forward. He at times eats big shots to give one. He did, that's what he was. Yeah, but now he's a lot more. He's a lot more aware, if you know what I mean. At times he's on the back foot and all that. He moves about with his jab, combinations, stuff like that. I think that style will be a better against someone like Canelo, because when in the rematch when they fought, obviously Canelo made a different approach here. It probably shocked Golovkin a little. So that's why we saw Golovkin moving about jabbing. And also he fought a little bit different.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
How do you think Canelo needs to approach it? Do you think he needs to box? Do you think he needs to avoid getting in a scrap?
Yeah, I don't think he should get into a strap. God, scrap, not strap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, he does. Yeah, he needs to be offensive. That's what he has to do. He needs to go to the body. He needs to counter off Golovkin's jab and stuff like that. It's going to be a very hard fight for him still. Golovkin may be 40, but man, Canelo's gonna have to dig deep. Hope him losing to Bivol has woke him up a little bit more now, because obviously, as we was talking about a couple of streams back, we felt Canelo may have turned a little bit arrogant in his boxing, like he just relied on his physical strength and everything, because his approach was a lot more different. When was the last time we saw Canelo fight like how he did in the Golovkin rematch and Daniel Jacobs? We haven't seen him fight like that forever. So I hope we see that kind of Canelo, because that Canelo was great. He will beat Golovkin if he takes those approaches.
What do you make of Gennady Beck? What do you think he does next?
Oh, come on, man, Janovek, that guy's a beast. I've admired him for a couple of years now, I think. Yeah, I always knew it was going to be a problem. I didn't think Andre was going to duck him. I didn't think Andre was going to move up, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But Andre still holds the belt, though.
Yeah, so we'll see if Andre goes to 168, which he probably will. So Janabek will once again fight for the vacant belt. It'll be for the full belt this time, not the interim.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's actually really good. There's Munguia and Eubank in the W rankings in in like the top 5.
Right.
We'll see. I don't think Eubank will take that. Munguia already turned down that fight, but he might take it again. He might take it this time. Who knows? But with Janabek, I think we're going to see like a new Golovkin in the way. Not how he fights, just like him, getting avoided, him getting big fights, even when he's the champ. I don't think a lot of people will want to fight him because that guy's a very hard guy to beat.
Yeah, he is. He's a
Very.
Yeah, he's a very good fighter.
Mm.
Very, very good fighter. I think. Do you think he beats Charlo?
Honestly, I do think he beats Charlo. It's right. It's Janabek is a southpaw.
Yeah.
He's very, very awkward. Great counter punching ability. Knows how to use his distance. Great power.
Yeah.
Great feet. Stuff like that. And it's a bit like that in a Korobov fight. Korobov, the guy who was getting prepared for like a 6-rounder.
Yeah.
And Korobov, he's old, and he honestly, some people think he won that fight. He gave Charlo a very hard fight, man. Counter like the jab wasn't even a problem. Charlo's jab won't be as effective when he's fighting a southpaw in Janabek. And like when Charlo does unload, he throws the backhand. You can see it from a mile away. When Korobov was fighting him, he was always just looking at Charlo's backhand because he literally telegraphs when he throws his punches. It was very easy for him to counter, but his stamina made him lose a couple of rounds made him lose it to Charlo because obviously he wasn't prepared for a 12-rounder. That's what let him down. If he actually was training for a 12-rounder, he could have won that fight. He could have won it clearly, honestly. I'm being serious as well. He generally could have. So, and Janabek, he's a bigger version of Korobov. Like him and Charlo, they're about the same size. Charlo's obviously like more. I think he's a bit more like thicker and everything.
Yeah.
But they're about the same height. And Janabek, he has power, man. Yeah, he's fast. Yeah, I think he beats Charlo. I know I'm hyping him, but that's what we do with fighters sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I think that'll be a good fight, man. I think. What about Janibek and Andrade?
Janabek, but I think that'll be a very difficult fight for both.
Yeah.
Because Andrade, he's not the greatest fundamentally and all that, but like, the guy is fast. Like, he's probably one of the most dangerous fighters in round 1. He always manages to put the fighters down in round 1. Haven't you noticed? But then he just doesn't really finish them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
why negativity or?
Yeah, and just I think he's a fighter who just likes to play it safe. I mean, in his last fight, he didn't. Which is good. He didn't, but after he knocks you down, he just wants to play it safe. Really, that's what he does. He makes big mistakes sometimes when he lunges in, like and him and Janabek, they're both southpaws, so it'll be a different stance. Andrade, but that they're both used to. But we saw Janabek fight southpaw like Andrade in his last fight. Obviously, he's not obviously Dignam. He's not the same fighter as Andrade, but like we saw how crisp he was with the 1-2, how quick he was. He just looked good. We haven't really seen Andrade, fight anyone like that and look great. If I'm being honest. So I still think Janabek, but Andrade, that is a tough fight still. Just because of his athleticism, his speed and all that, and he is a bit